Alright, well, we're live. Since so many of you are here, I figured let me just go live and hang out for a bit. But chapter is not out yet, so probably we're gonna have to do a live stream later when I get off work. Cause page one, I saw you just said it comes out at 2 p.m. I will be at work, so I can't stream then. But yeah, I'm gonna have to probably reschedule another stream later. Let me change this title to speculations, I guess. Change this to Hangout stream. All right, but yeah, how we all doing? I got a little bit of time before work starts. I'm up anyways. I already had this all set up, so figured I'd just hang out with y'all. For those of you coming in, 991 is not out yet. The first day, the first time I decide, let me do this early, I think let me switch up the time, see how it does. Chapter doesn't come out, so just my luck. I was wondering, I was seeing Jay's scheduled stream was still scheduled and he didn't go up yet. And I was like, oh, okay, what's going on there? And then Fiji just DM'd me on Twitter saying that the chapter's not out yet. So, well, we're here to hang out with y'all. I see 76 people out here. Hey, how we all doing? Good morning, at least for me. Page one woke up 6 a.m. You a true OG. You a true fan. I appreciate y'all, man. How we all doing? We could talk about predictions. No spoilers. Do not spoil, please. But yeah, yes, the official. Always support the official. We do read the scans because listen, I cannot go on Twitter or YouTube or anything if I don't read the scans. So it's we gotta do what we gotta do. But the official comes out on Viz or Manga Plus on Sundays at 12. I always don't drop my official review until that comes out. So yeah, my full chapter review always comes out on Sunday. The Friday one is just to get my reaction and get a nice little first impressions type of deal. But yeah, always support the official. It's always way higher quality too, the details and everything, because scans at the end of the day are scans. Like they're like scanned through like somebody who just bought the physical copy and stuff and then translated themselves. So translations, sometimes they're pretty good, sometimes they're not as good. But yeah, it is what it is. I figured let me just go live since so many of y'all are here already. But yeah, we could talk about predictions. What do you guys think? Let's hear from some of y'all. What do we think? Colin thinks 1v1 start this chapter. It's possible. I don't think we're gonna see some serious action. Colin, maybe we'll hopefully see who's Devil Fruit finally revealed, right? I know you've been asking for that for a while. The Queen is here, even though I'm pretty sure she's supposed to be at work, so I don't know why she's tuning in. By the way, the chapter's not out, so this is not a live reaction. This is just me, raw scan. Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know Japanese, so can't quite read the raw scans. But yeah, if anybody wants to see pictures, I guess you could go check it out on the Discord. The King Pirates Discord also officially live, where it's a fun time there. I'm always active. At least I try to be as much as possible. Chatting to people, linked in the description down below. But yeah, don't spoil me though. Please do not spoil me. Man, yeah, the chapter usually comes out. The spoilers came out pretty early as well. Don't read the chat. Somebody said. Did somebody spoil? I will look away for a while. Hopefully that'll slowly float away into the abyss. Oh, man. Mac 33? Was it Mac 33? Let me see if I could. Mac 33. I don't see him. Oh. There he is. Okay, it looks like he deleted or something. Don't read the chat while reading the chat. I'm trying to do my best. Maybe I should just peace out if everybody's gonna spoil. I mean, if people are gonna spoil, then I'll just peace out. But page 1. What did you say? I saw you say something. Who's who kills Hillgirl, and then who's who versus Zoro. Hillgirl definitely a high chance of dying. He's already an old man. His wife is already dead. So you know, it is what it is. I figure I'll probably hang out for another few minutes before I bounce out of here. But yeah, you know, I figured a lot of people were waiting. I saw like 30 something people were waiting, so I didn't want to just, you know, all of a sudden not go live and they're like, what's going on? Because I didn't even realize the chapter didn't drop until like 10 minutes before the stream started, or more like 3 minutes before the stream was supposed to start. So world government has that they don't need warlords. The SSG, right? So whatever the science division came up with, they're confident in that ability, and you know, they think they could essentially replace the warlords. The chapter is supposed to drop, y'all. The chapter is supposed to drop, I believe, 2 p.m. EST, which is in about 4 to 5 hours. I will be at work, so I will. Let me actually do that right now. I'm gonna schedule another stream. And then I could probably change this thumbnail to like Luffy or something. Let's see. Picture. Yes. Okay. Yeah, let me change this thumbnail away from this 991 live reaction. I'm not changing the description though. That's way too much work. But I could let me schedule another stream while we're at it here. Yeah, I don't get off work till 6 o'clock, so the stream will probably be at 7. But yeah, it looks like good amount of people of y'all. The viewership doesn't really drop in the morning. I'll probably start doing it in the morning as long as the chapter starts dropping. But yeah, as far as predictions for the next chapter, there's just so much happening. I don't know if we're gonna bounce back to Neko and Inu, because you know, like, I don't know, like the Oda showing the silhouettes and then like leaving again. It just feels like he's gonna like skip another chapter in terms of that action. But I don't think that's gonna be a long fight either way. I feel like Jack's gonna get bodied. As far as Kaido actually taking action, maybe if Jack actually gets bodied. And then, you know, we got just a lot of things happening. I think we're definitely gonna get into some preliminary fights. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, let me schedule another stream because this one is a wash. 23 people are still waiting for Jay's reaction there. Oh no, he changed it. Okay, he changed it to 2 o'clock. But let me. At least I got everything pretty much set up, so I could just copy and paste most of this. The chapter's not up yet, Jake. Usually it would be up by now, but you know, just by luck. The first day I decided to go with a little early stream. It doesn't go up yet. Usually comes out at like 2 a.m. at night too, or something like that. I know Brago always live reacts at like 2-3 a.m. or something like that. So okay, I'm gonna have to change some links around too. Oh, good neighborhood. I think we're gonna do 7 p.m. probably. Kaido kills Chopper. That's the one of those spoiler leaks from like 2013, right? Yeah, I saw the Reverie stream. Yeah, it was a really good Reverie stream. If you haven't checked out the Reverie, you want 7:30? Tell me what time I should do. I could probably do 6:45 or later. All right, which is EST, by the way. So if you prefer a different time that you can make it, let me know. If you want it a little later, here, can I drop a poll by any chance or no? No, I guess 7:30. I see 7:30. What time? Yeah. Hold on. I don't know if after 7:30. I see another 7:30. 8:30. 7. There is. Damn. Heat versus Celtics. It should be 8:30. They've been playing 8:30 every single time. Yeah, 8:30. That game's at 8:30. So I might do 7:30. 7:30 at the latest. Although Heat Celtics, listen, I'm not holding on hope too much. I do feel like there's a chance we win game 5. Game 6. Game 5. What am I talking about? Yeah, there's a chance I think we win a game 5, but it's not looking too good for the Celtics. Celtics and 7. I'm glad you believe in it, Page One. I appreciate that. Appreciate that support, man. But it's not looking the best. Looking like 7:30. I'm just grabbing a thumbnail right now to move it over. Live template 2. Boom. Oh. That. All right. Oh, not that one. This one. No. Down like I changed that thing. 7:30. It looks like everybody's saying 7:30. Denver in 7. Yeah, I would love to see Denver in 7. That would be amazing. Although I don't know. I think their luck might have ran out. Man, that's a shame the chapter didn't drop. Cause it's looking like 10 o'clock is a pretty decent time. I'm pretty surprised how many people are on from like 11 to 1. Apparently, I was looking at like the analytics. That's like when a good amount of people are on YouTube, at least from my audience. Yeah, I was like expecting people to be busy middle of the day, but not like that. That time is pretty prime. I know Jay and Fiji reacts right in the morning too, so it kind of works out that we're going like back to back to back. Jay was supposed to go live at 8:30. Fiji was supposed to go live at 9. And I would have won live at 10. It would have been back to back to back. So check those guys out. They have really good live reactions too. It's always popping in their streams as well. So yeah, next time maybe we'll be able to pull something off like that. All right, boom. Let's see. And then let me copy my description stuff. Create that live. Oh, man, I forgot to change the time. Hold on. Edit. I put it up as 10:10, which obviously that's past that time now. So let's move that back to 7:30. Look like what most people said, so we will do 7:30. I will once again have to avoid YouTube and Twitter, which is kind of unfortunate. But yeah, we'll do. Wow, we almost got 100 people in here. How we all doing, man? How we all doing? Hope y'all doing well. Good morning to all my friends. You suck at cooking. That actually you suck at cooking? Nah, it doesn't look like it. I thought the actual you suck at cooking was coming. No spoilers in the chat, by the way, please. You will get banned. Law, yeah, laws. The law theories have been popping around a lot more recently, especially because I saw Randy Choi's video on his theory about law being in sword, which I thought was a really good video. I think you should definitely peep that. But yeah, it's a really good video. It's the speculation is that Law has that surgery and eventually has to get used. A lot of people think it's gonna get used on Luffy because it's because he's got all those like moments that he's like losing lifespan. He lost 10 years when he had those injections. Gear Second was taking a toll on him. I don't know if that's actually gonna like be a thing. But I feel like if anything, Law would probably use it like on like Beppo if Beppo was in trouble or something. See the new time because chapter ain't out yet. Sheldon Joseph, I think he's gonna have to use that surgery because it's like, why bring that element into the story if you don't have it be a factor? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it has to be a thing, right? Like, I don't think it's just gonna get like never utilized. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's the translations are a little weird. Some say it's like eternal youth. Some is saying immortality. I think it's probably just gonna have to do with life force, which that fruit is so broken. Like when we first learn about like devil fruits, it's like, oh, you could turn into rubber or maybe animals, or like maybe you could do some weird stuff with it like Buggy and split your body apart. Now it's like, oh, you could jump into the future and like do all this crazy stuff. But yeah, no, that's a broken, absolutely broken devil fruit. By the way, we hit 5,410 crew members. Also, what is that black line? I hate how this like I'm getting this thing off of Social Blade, but it looks like they have like ads popping up behind there. So it's, oh my god, why? That's mad annoying. Let me see if I can fix that. But yeah, thank you. Welcome to all new crew members if any of you are here. But yeah, man, you guys have been really good with spoilers too. I have not been spoiled at all for a long time now, even though they've been coming out for a while. Oh, it looks like the ad's gone, but we'll see. Hopefully, oh no, never mind. Try free. Maybe I could. I need to change that to a different. Oh man. That's better. Alright. No, you can still kind of see it. I might need to find a different counter later, but it's all good. This is just a chill stream, so. No, it can't go back in time. That's my bad. If I said go back in time, no, it can't go back in time. You can only jump to the future, so it's a little less broken. Okay, wait. Let me finish setting up this live stream. All right. I think it's good to go there. I do have a good amount of time before I start work at noon. So I probably would have, if chapter actually dropped at 10, I probably would have went live for like 30, 45 minutes and then fixed up the thumbnail and everything, and then, you know, made sure it was SEO proof before I headed off to work. But now I got 2 hours, or like at least an hour and a half to just kill before I head off to work. But yeah, we're just hanging out now cuz chapter's not out yet. Hold on, let's see. All right. that's looking good. That's looking good. I'm just fixing up some description stuff. Chapter's not out yet, Toxic Gamer. I think I changed. Didn't I change the thumbnail and the title? Should be good now. I gotta change that description too, because the description's loaded with all. I could just delete the description, I guess. End of Wano for Luffy. Not quite. I think Luffy, the way Luffy has been progressing, it might not be. If you refresh the page, it probably should change the title. But for Luffy, by the end of Wano, the way he's been progressing, it's been a lot of he beats the guy, but he's not clearly stronger than him. Happened with Doflamingo, happened with Katakuri. But I think as he continues to grow, it's important, as the most important thing is he gets past those people, right? It's not all about strength for him, it's also his ability to gain allies. So for him, defeating Katakuri was him advancing. It took a lot of different things to happen in order for him to win, but at the end of the day, he won, right? So like when he defeated Doflamingo after that battle, a lot of people was like, Luffy's not really stronger. He could have died if he, ran out of energy, and he could have easily died there if he didn't have help. But now, if we look at where Luffy is now, you would say he's stronger than Doflamingo, I would think, especially with how he's learned Future Sight and Advanced Armament Haki with Ryo. Now he's at a point where I think he's stronger than Doflamingo. So it's all about progressing and him getting past his opponents at the end of the day. And at the end of this arc, I don't think you can say definitively that he's stronger than Kaido or Big Mom, but he defeats them. I think both of those people get defeated, and it will be globally, at least around the world, people will think, okay, they're gonna put a lot of respect on Luffy's name and strength, first of all, and then second of all, I think as the story advances, he's gonna learn more stuff, perhaps gear 5th, and then at that point you're gonna start to definitively see him as stronger than Kaido and Big Mom. But I think he's gonna defeat them, but I don't think necessarily it's gonna be a consensus that he's stronger than both of them, because that's a pretty big leap to make. So I think it's gonna be more so him getting a lot of help in defeating them and then progressing past the story there. Chapter is gonna come out in like 4 hours, at, I believe 2 o'clock. I don't know where you guys get this information, by the way. I all my stuff I find off of Reddit, to be honest. Sometimes Twitter, but yeah. Oh yeah, this is what I wanted to do. Delete that. Oh, getting a little laggy out here. And then we could delete this. Copy these tags. Just give me 1 sec, guys. Just making sure that new stream is set up so people know. It's gonna be at 7:30. I had to change that post too on the community tab. By the way, I have memberships. Like, that's a feature that I have. I just don't think I have enough goodness to give back to y'all to enable those right now. But I'll probably be working on creating some emotes and stuff for that soon. And yeah, maybe I'll enable them at the end of the year when I expand out more into more stuff. And maybe I'm trying to probably connect different things so it's all one congruent thing, all works together. All right, hold on. Tags here. Oh. Hold on, I have to. Oh, what's going on? Okay, did not copy the tags. That's awesome. Computer's acting a little slow. Hopefully the stream's not delaying any. 420. Kind of boring had a different gear 4th forms. I don't think it's time yet for gear 5th. I don't think it's necessarily time yet for gear 5th, to be honest. It's just I feel like there's more. I feel like he could save that for I feel like he could save that for Blackbeard. Or maybe not the world government, because that would be really late game, but I feel like at least that he could save for a Blackbeard. Okay. This from one of the playlists. This stream will probably be unlisted later. But at least before I react again. Did I see Jake Paul versus KSI somewhere? Somebody asked that, right? Or it got lost on me here. Hey, what's good, Mangavation? By the way, I heard my hero's been going crazy. Apparently. Been seeing that everywhere. People going nuts about my hero. Final villain Emu, yes, I completely believe in that. Did a whole video on it actually, so peep that if you haven't already. Talk about Oda's SBS 97 in there as well. So yeah, definitely check that out. But that from there, boom. Bro, I'm like literally like 100 chapters behind. Like Team KS, I'm also Team KSI. But for my hero, I'm like probably what chapter is on? Like 400 something. I'm probably like 150 chapters behind at least. Yeah, I was watching KSI. I've said this in other streams since like his FIFA days. So yeah, yeah, I'm a big fan of KSI. I watch a lot of the Sidemen videos. Big fan of their stuff. Big fan of their stuff. I think they have a lot of potential to grow in the future. Would love to work with them. I don't know how likely that is, but maybe one day. Okay, there goes the leaf blowers. I don't know if you could hear them, but they decided that since there's no chapter dropping, they're gonna just start cleaning stuff. I guess there's a good thing there's no chapter. I guess maybe by now I would have been done reading the chapter. Zoro's power. Where am I from? We're getting all the characters, all the questions here. We'll go rapid fire. DP. The chapter's coming out 2 p.m. EST, so in about 3.5 hours. I'll be at work by then. I've just scheduled a new stream for 7:30 p.m. A lot of people were saying that's a good time, so I've scheduled that, and let me actually link that right now. That's the new stream for later. If you want to join, want to go over there, support it, hit the like button, it would be much appreciated as well. But yeah, chapter's not out yet. I also saw Zoro's power. I did a whole video on Zoro's power, on how strong he will be by the end of the story, so check that out if you're interested. Where am I from? I'm originally from China. I was born in China. I spent 8 years there before I moved to the US, so now I'm in the East Coast of the US. Tekken 101, yeah, Tekken, obviously the GOAT. You know, he was one of the first One Piece YouTubers that I watched, and pretty much the only one I watched for a while, until recently, once I started this, and then I found Brago and all these other small-time YouTubers as well. So now I watch a lot of people, but Tekken for a long time was the only guy I watched. Zoro becomes the of Wano Kuni. I mean, like, and you saying hero or yeah, Tekken's the OG. He's been at it for a very long time. I heard somebody talk about a Straw Hat dying. I don't think any Straw Hat is gonna die. Usopp's the biggest one with a potential of dying. I might talk about that in a video, but not in this arc. This is not his arc to die. Orochi, I think, is alive. I think Orochi's definitely coming back. We saw Fukurokuju last chapter, kind of sneaking off to the side. He was doing a little something. I don't know. You know, if anybody's working with Kanjuro and Orochi, who I both think are still alive, probably Fukurokuju. I think Oda wants us to forget about them for right now and then throw them back in. I haven't forgotten Oda. You're not getting me this time. I think both of them are still alive. And I think maybe at the end of one of these chapters, he's going to be like coming back. It's like, oh my god, one of my heads is gone. Damn you, Kaido, for betraying me. I got stuff up my sleeve as well. And then we'll find out maybe more about what he's been doing behind the scenes with the CP0 and all that kind of stuff. No break? Great to see it. That's a, hey, listen, if there's no break or there's a break coming, you could definitely let me know. That's not a spoiler. But yeah, it looks like, okay, it looks like everything is about sorted here. Oh. Okay. Cool beans. Welcome to the crew, Martin and Hogland. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the crew. Mihawk to Shanks. Now, this may be a little controversial, and I've kind of flip-flop on this a little bit because I'm not really a power scaler, and it's not something I'm like, ooh, okay, is Shanks stronger or like Mihawk stronger? I gotta really think about this and really analyze every little thing they've said. The general feeling I had as a casual fan was that Shanks is stronger, but I feel like that mostly came from Shanks being a really exciting character, somebody we knew for a long time, especially early on, and then him pulling up at Marineford. We've just seen more from Shanks and his crew as a whole, but I feel like the mystery of Mihawk makes him a little more exciting. And I think if you really want to get into what is a swordsman conversation, I see a good point being made that Mihawk could be stronger, especially the fact that the two of them used to duel back in the day, and then eventually Shanks lost his arm, right? And if Shanks doesn't have a devil fruit, which I don't think he does, I think if it's just his haki and his conquerors, I don't think you could really say his conquerors is stronger, but his swordsmanship is weaker, so he like ends up being stronger anyways. I think haki is complementary skills to your fighting style, right? So if you are a swordsman, you're going to be using observation, armament, and conquerors to complement those skills. So I think it would be reasonable for Mihawk to also have insane haki. I don't think you could just off of your swordsmanship alone be that strong if you don't have good haki, you know what I'm saying? So I'm leaning towards Mihawk, to be honest, but we'll see. It's not that deep. At the end of the day, it could be never like clearly proven, which I'm sure would be very toxic, but we'll see once we see them in action. Kobe High Diff Sanji. I didn't see Sanji at first. Ahmed, I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. I didn't see the word Sanji at first. I thought you said Kobe High Diffs me. Oh man. Tim Gibson, thank you for the love, brother. Oh, you're from Boston. Hey, listen. Tatum popped off in the second half last game, but the first half I was so confused, man. If we just got a little more from them, but last game it was really the turnovers that killed us, man. Like especially at the end, just like turning the ball over. We got a bad Marcus Smart game too, which like you knew eventually had to be coming, but that was a really bad Marcus Smart game. And yeah, it's a tough hole to dig out of. This team is resilient, but they can never finish the game, man. Like the score is literally tied through 4 games. It's 441 to 441, but we're down 3-1. It's just a shame to see because I think we had a really good chance of going to the finals, and I think this team is really good. And had a chance to win. Rodolfo, Heat in 5. Listen, at this point, I can't even fight back. Although I don't think this Celtics team is, a weak-minded, weak-willed team like last year's. I think they will fight. I think there's a good chance with their backs against the wall that they do fight and, win this game. But we'll see. We'll see. As far as the series goes, coming back from 3-1, I'm not holding on hope. Welcome to the crew, RF, bro. Thank you for subscribing and welcome to the crew. Mihawk doesn't want to fight Shanks. One arm. I guess that's the other argument you can make, right? The other argument you can make is Shanks was actually now it all comes down to the swordsman title, right? Like the strongest swordsman title. I think that matters a lot if they're like testing swordsman. Like the only way to spin it is if like you have Shanks just like be like, oh yeah, no, I actually fight with my fists. Like swordsmanship is something I do for fun as a side hobby. Then you could really hype up Shanks as some ridiculously strong person. But as far as, if we're going by the swordsman thing, I feel like Shanks is a swordsman. He blocked Akainu with this sword. If you're considering him a swordsman, I don't think you could say like, oh no, but his hockey is stronger. But I think it's all one package at the end of the day. Chapter's not out yet. Are you tripping? Are you waffling? Don't mess with me. Oh yeah, hold on. I gotta change that community post too. By the way, it's a fun time on the Discord. If you haven't joined, I saw some people just joined the. Yes, I'm gonna stream the live reaction later at 7:30. I could link it once again, for those who didn't see. But copy that video link. There's the new link for 7:30. It's not going live now. Obviously, we're live now, just chilling, hanging out since the chapter didn't drop. And I saw people waiting around, so I was like, why not go live and just hang out for a bit? But hopefully, most of you came here later on, saw the title changed. I changed it to Hangout stream because chapter's not out. But yeah, it should be all good now. Cool. All right. Let me go to that community post. Maybe I'll just make a new one, I think. Repost. This chapter delayed. Live reacting at 7 p.m. EST. I'm hang. I need an image. I need an image to put up for my community post. Any favorite images you guys have? I used the Boa Hancock one earlier. I don't want to reuse. How much stronger if Shanks? Neither. Yeah, I don't know if they fought seriously though, cause they're like friends. I don't know. It's hard to tell, man. It's hard to tell, honestly. I haven't thought too hard about this. Just a little bit when I did my Zoro video on how strong he will be by the end of the series. But yeah, it could go either way. Listen, I'm not really planting my flag on either side, but we'll see. As far as right now, I'm leaning towards Mihawk because logically with the swordsman title, I think it would make sense for him to be stronger, but you could spin it the other way too if you really wanted to. Yeah, Twisty Nipples, great name by the way. That's why I was saying like he had the title, so like that title I think means something. Yeah, it's a conversation and a half for sure. Like, hard to tell who's actually stronger, to be honest. Let's do Hiyori. Let's see if I can get a picture of Hiyori. Oh, this is a great picture. Let's do that. I'm just picking out a picture from my new community post. You know, gotta attach a little picture on there for the YouTube algorithm. Boom. Okay, that's good. Running. By the way, if anybody still thought that I'm live reacting to the chapter, I'm obviously not. But it's coming out at 2 p.m. in about a little bit. Not a little bit, but in about 3 or so hours. I know Jay is, it looks like he scheduled his stream for 2 o'clock exactly, so it looks like he'll be free then, so check out his reaction. His stuff's always good. Fiji is probably gonna be live reacting to that late, although he's UK time, so I don't know if he's gonna be able to do it, to be honest. But I will be alive at 7:30. Oh, we got some Yamato hate. Future, why do you hate Yamato? Yamato's an interesting character still. I really like Yamato. I'm still down for her as Straw Hat. I think there's a lot of potential there still, but you know, it's not looking like she's getting as much shine, and you know, her character is a little confused. Who is Yamato? Listen, LOL. If you don't know who Yamato is, I would peace out of this stream, because this is a manga chapter live react. Well, it was gonna be, but you know, most of my channel is pretty much all like manga spoilers. So I would definitely peace out if you don't know who Yamato is. Trash Moto, yo, we got some Yamato hate. Lamato. looks like people don't like Yamato as much, eh? People don't like Yamato as much. I think her whole identity crisis is throwing some people off, because it's kind of weird. Not gonna lie, it's kind of weird. God, it was weird as fuck. Yeah, it's kind of weird, but I think it's potential to make it deeper. That's what Oda does. He always takes something and spins it, makes it a little deeper. And this whole idea of her struggling to find her own identity and then eventually figuring out, oh, I don't have to be Odin, I could just be myself. I think that's a nice storyline for her. I still think there's a lot of potential for her, especially with her being Kaido's daughter. There's a lot to explore there. Also, her knowing the Odin's journal and having so much information there. There's potential for her in the future of the story, but right now, she's kind of just there. I think she's a okay character right now, but the design's very Nami-like, which is why I like the design. But yeah, I think there's a lot of potential there. I've not given up hope on Yamato as a character, but we will see. Yeah, using Odin's name, it is very disrespectful and weird. I completely agree with that. That's like legit somebody, especially like if you're Momonosuke, like your dad just died like 3 months ago, and now somebody's pretending to be your dead dad. Like that's if you really think about it, that's incredibly weird. Ulti for Nakama. Ulti, I've been loving Ulti's character. She's been getting a lot of shine. Personality really comes through. Gotta love Ulti as a character. I don't know about Nakama, but for Grand Fleet, maybe we'll have to see where her character goes, but maybe for Grand Fleet, I'm down. I think there's potential. I think like Oda's focusing. Her and Page 1, right, have gotten the most focus, besides X-Drake, obviously, because he's a supernova, have gotten the most focus, in my opinion, overall, like in all of the Tobi Roppo, her and Page 1 have gotten the most focus. Page 1 was introduced first, and then Ulti has been getting a lot of screen time. I think there's a future for those two. I don't think Oda just is going to toss those characters to the side. Maybe they join the Grand Fleet, but I think they'll definitely play a role down the line either way. Welcome to the crew, Red D. Thank you for subscribing, and welcome to the crew. Smoker for Nakama. Listen, I've seen Morge's video. He always makes ridiculously good points on these very like out of nowhere theories, and he convinces a lot of people. But I'm definitely not convinced that Smoker is gonna become a Straw Hat. See, one thing Morge does is, one, he's very analytical and he knows the series very well, and he brings in a lot of good evidence, but he always presents his ideas incredibly confident. Like, that's something I don't think people notice. Like, he literally goes out of his way, says, I'm willing to bet. Like, he just came out with like a Straw Hat video saying the final 3 Straw Hats, and he said, I'm willing to bet that these are the final 3 Straw Hats. Like, that's a lot of confidence. Like, is he actually willing to bet though? I'm curious. If I have a conversation to him, it's like, cause I might take him on that bet. Like that's a hard thing to predict. No matter how much like evidence you think you have, that's a hard thing to predict. Cause like, you know, I mean, listen, I might take him up on that bet if he's actually willing to bet. But yeah, he does back it up with a lot of good storytelling ways for it to work and a lot of good evidence. I don't think Smoker is going to be a Straw Hat. He talks with his hands. Me too. I talk with my hands a lot. You can't really see him because they're underneath, but you can kind of see him because it's a little blurry. Yeah, it's not a good bet, but I love how I think that's how he gets people. I've been studying people's videos to always try to improve, you know. But you know, besides him bringing in always good evidence and good panels and really well scripted videos, he's incredibly confident with how he presents his ideas, because it starts off, he gives the counter arguments. He's like, so like blah 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 blah, I know what you're thinking, but like you know, so he presents the counter arguments, then he brings in all these other ideas like blah blah, and then at the end of the day he always says, so I'm really confident this happens, I'm really confident this happens, I'm willing to bet this happens. He's incredibly, like, he presents it as like, yeah, this is gonna happen. So like, and after he gave you all this evidence and he's incredibly confident, you're like, huh, maybe Smoker will be a Straw Hat. You know what, this guy's onto something. Like that's how well crafted his videos are. So yeah, Morge does great stuff. However, I still don't think Smoker is gonna be a Straw Hat. He also said Momo is a very likely candidate, and listen, I've been against Momo. I've talked about it in previous videos. I did talked about it extensively on Jagan Guts and Fiji's podcast. That's on Jagan's channel if you haven't seen that already. But there's counter arguments I have there. I don't think Momo will be a Straw Hat either. So there's 2 things I disagree with him there. Yeah, Morge is very good persuader. He's got really good camera work as well. His background's always changing. I don't know what's going on there. It seems like he can't figure out a spot to record. But yeah, it always looks good. He's very articulate. He's like a scholar, a professor, as Jay once said. And he's been reading the series for a very long time, so he definitely knows a lot more about One Piece than me. But I just don't see it. I just don't see those 2 things happening. Red X, yeah, I feel like he might be my favorite theorist as well. Cause yeah, I just like more on-camera stuff, and I really like the way he presents his ideas too. He's probably my favorite theorist as well. And I've been definitely studying up on a lot of his work. Welcome to the crew, Straw Hat 19. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the crew, man. What time is it? 48. I might wrap it up here at the top of the hour at 11. So another 12 or so minutes. Mark of the One Piece theorist, yes. He makes really good theories. He predicted some incredible stuff. I think his videos are pretty well crafted as well. It's just he doesn't post too well. He just doesn't post too often. I'm hoping he returns to the game, and he returns to us soon. And I'm excited to see what his next big theory is. But I know he's a busy man, and he just hasn't posted too often. Vito Knight makes very good videos. Yeah, that's my boy right there. Pacifistas versus Hody Jones versus Caesar Clown. I would probably take Caesar Clown, because he just unleashed some like chemical weapon and just deal with him. Legend Mac is an OG, man. I haven't seen any of his newer stuff, but Legend Mac was actually one of the first people I was watching because he used to only do anime only type of videos. So and I was anime only for a very long time, so his videos were something I could watch. Evan Bloomfield, yes I do. It's linked, should be still linked right in the description below. The King Pirates Discord. Come hang out. It's a good time. I'm always on there. Derp, no, I'm not reading the chapter. I'm just talking to people right now. The chapter will be dropping, I believe, at 2 o'clock. So I decided to just hop on here and hang out. But what was I talking about? I got lost in thought. Legend Mac. Legend Mac, yeah, I don't think he uploads much anymore, but he had really good videos early on. He is an OG within the community. I love his he'll talk about like his intros are always mad funny. He's like Luffy's third form, like every single time. Yeah, that was, it's a really good unique style. But I feel like he's just been doing very similar stuff for a while and doesn't upload as much. So haven't seen his stuff too recently, but I used to watch his stuff a lot. Zegzu, thank you for the donation. Next donate Straw Hat will be Fee. Next Straw Hat will be Fee. Is that one of my friends? Who's Zegzu? Fee, I don't know if that's somebody I know, but Fee is Fee is like my friend's brother's nickname that we used to always call. But I don't know who Zegzu would be. There you are. See a little donation there. Frankie versus Vegapunk. More genius? That's definitely Vegapunk. Listen. I love Frankie. He's been getting a lot of shine. Let's not get carried away here, okay? Vegapunk is the smartest man on planet One Piece, okay? Like, let's not carry away here. Vegapunk is clearly way smarter. But yeah, why is it delayed? I don't know, man. That they're working on it, I guess. It still scans at the end of the day, so there's no consistent time. So yeah, chapter will be dropping 2 p.m. EST. We'll see when that actually comes through. Introduce Vegapunk. I might do a video on that soon because I feel like he has connections to Wano and he might make an appearance. Caesar ain't better than Vegapunk. Caesar's he's like that classic number 2 dude that just could never hit that peak of passing Vegapunk, and that's why he went crazy. Blows up the moon and Inaru comes out. I do think Inaru should return to the story eventually, hopefully. Imagine Blackbeard awakening. Can you imagine he awakens both of those? Awakening is an interesting topic because oh, that was Kevin. Kevin donated. Kevin is who helps me with my Discord. He's been on some streams before. Yeah, I was wondering who the hell said Fee. That confused the hell out of me, but that was my friend Kevin. But yeah. I'm gonna show that comment, and we're gonna do some fuckery in Marineford. That's funny. I don't know why he would come back to the story, but I feel like he was too good of a villain to just toss off to the side. Why are you saying Rip Sabo? Please stop spamming Rip Sabo, or you will get muted, banned, whatever. Alright, thank you. Gear 5. Maybe a little sneak peek, but the Straw Hat Power Series, for those of you who have been keeping up with it, we've done Sanji, we've done Zoro, we've done Frankie, and we recently did Usopp, which, by the way, I thought was a really good video. One of my favorite videos to make, so check out that Usopp video if you haven't already. But might be there's Kev again, trolling away with Rip Sabo, but But Luffy's video might be coming next, and Gear 5th might be what we talking about. But I don't think that's gonna be the next video I do. I think there's gonna be a different video I haven't planned. for next week, of course, after this live reaction, the actual live reaction, and then the chapter review on Sunday. And I'll probably do a different video before I get to Luffy in about a week or so. Kobe versus Boa. I think people are sleeping on how strong Boa Hancock is, to be honest. I know Kobe has come a long way, but Boa Hancock, that's a strong woman right there. No break next week. You love to see it. Giants at the Florian Triangle. They're kind of getting brought back, connected type of deal. Oh, I was wondering where my music went. But a lot of connections right now to Punk Hazard and Wano, especially with all the ore stuff and the number stuff. They might get brought back, like maybe they're the actual ancient giants. Interesting way to do it is like, where did these ancient giants actually go? You could have it like they were sent away to this Florian Triangle where they got trapped and they can't really go anywhere. Perhaps they have something to do with ancient weapons, because like that would be a terrifying force of like people that big. That would be I would say ancient weapon worthy, because those guys could probably actually pull continents. Everybody thinks everybody is pulling up in Wano, and I think it's possible nobody else does. Maybe the Grand Fleet, maybe, but especially the idea of all the supernovas coming to Wano is just, it doesn't make sense to me. Why would Jewelry Bonnie and Uroge come to Wano? Like, out of nowhere. And like Capone from Dressrosa just coming in to Wano after he just ran away and got away from Big Mom. He's like, okay, yeah, no, let me go after 2 Yonko now. That's a great idea. And I think the idea is like most of the Supernova are already here. So like all of them showing up would be like One Piece Stampede style, would be really, really cool. But it doesn't make sense to me. Peril Sparrow, I'm hoping gets a fight with Carrot. I think that is the defining moment. I think if Carrot does not have a big fight with Peril Sparrow, or if we don't see a matchup there, it might not be that likely that Carrot joins the Straw Hats. Alright, because she's been sticking around with them a lot, for sure. But I think she needs another big moment in Wano, because she's been put in the back seat, for sure. Marco versus King, could see it happening. I've been more open to the idea of different matchups, because I've been pretty big on the King versus Zoro and Sanji versus Queen type of deal. But Marco versus King is a really good fight, and we might get Zoro versus Queen, and then maybe Sanji versus Who's Who or something like that. Yeah, I think generally that's what I want to go. I do definitely think you should get Black Maria versus Robin, and we should get maybe Frankie versus Sasaki. That might be a video I do soon, especially with the theories going around on who Sasaki could be related to. And I might do an entire video just talking about the Toby Roppo. Not entire video. I did that already. That was like my 4th ever video. I wouldn't go watch that. Although I think I bring up some interesting idea. The video in itself, not very high quality. But I might do a series talking about each and every Toby Roppo member. Robin was best girl. No, Robin is still best girl, my friend. Robin is still best girl. I know she hasn't been getting that much shine lately, but Robin is still best girl. Law is Sword. Yes, I did see Randy Choi's Law is Sword. I did not watch his part 2 yet. I did see he I just stabbed myself in the eye. What the hell? I did not see his part 2 yet, but I did see part 1. Fiji's video on is anime canon I also did see, and that was a really helpful video for me as well, because I don't know about you guys, but I started on the anime and I watched the anime completely through until pretty much the beginning of Zoe. That's when I caught up with the anime, and then I read weekly essentially from that point on. And I'm not a big rereader. I rewatched the anime with my girlfriend recently, but I've never read essentially a majority of the story on the manga. I do plan on doing that. I don't have a lot of time now. I was planning on doing it and then live streaming it on Twitch. And I made a Twitch channel linked in the description below. If you want to go check that out, I'll probably start live reacting to, not yet, live reacting to Attack on Titan perhaps soon, because I want to catch up to that series before we get to the final season. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah, I will definitely be rereading the manga on there as well in the future. Enel was a good character. He was a good villain. I just felt like Enel and Skypiea and the Sky Islands overall just got kind of put into the back. What time is it? Closer to 11 here. I might wrap it up soon. So I'm going to run through these questions real quick. Episode 0, I read it. I read chapter 0. Is that, if that's what you're talking about the Hoshiki thing. Zoro killing Kaido, I'm okay with it. It's it's not something I'm like planting my flag in, but if it happens, I could definitely see it. I do think Zoro is gonna get a big moment in Wano. I'm a big believer in Zoro really shining in Wano and then walking away from this arc as somebody that all the samurai of Wano truly respect as a swordsman. I think that will go a long way for his dream. All right, Sabib, you gotta relax, man. You gotta relax. I have to put you in timeout. Just chill out a little bit here. Any side characters to have a big fight? I would love to see the Grand Fleet get more action. I think they should definitely get some shine in the final war. I love Bartolomeo. Cavendish, we'll see if he can maybe control his power a little better. Law, especially in Wano right now, Law and Kid, please. I want to see more out of them. Apu versus Brook, I want to see that. And then who else? And of course, the Scabbards. Raizo. I'm really curious. Is Raizo like I think Raizo's really strong. I think people sleep on him because he's kind of goofy. But he's a Scabbard, and I want to see Raizo get a little bit of shine there as well. Nami and Carrot versus Ulti? Maybe. But I do think Carrot should have a moment with Peril Sparrow there. Roger versus Odin, yeah, that all that backstory on the previous generation, I would love to see that. Even if it's a spin-off, I'd watch it / read it for sure. Another character that read poneglyphs, the Third Eye Tribe is the only potential person, or not person, but group, that I could think of. I don't think anybody else would really study that language. Favorite villain, I think Blackbeard. I really like Blackbeard's character, and I'm really excited to learn more about him. And Akainu too. Blackbeard, Akainu, and Doflamingo, top 3. Emu, maybe we'll see if Emu proves to be a good villain for the final battle. But he's definitely got a lot of big shoes to fill with those guys. Reverie, I was not in it, but I did watch it. I probably could have gotten on later if I just hit some people up, but by then it was kind of late. I had some work to do, so I decided to just let them do their thing. But yeah, it was a really good Reverie. Go check it out. They had Matt Owens, the top the executive producer / main writer for the Netflix live action series. And he went on there, they asked a lot of questions about him, and he gave about some information about his interactions with Oda, and it's really exciting stuff and some big time stuff. So big props to Roger and all those guys that are hosting Reverie. Hopefully I'll be on the next one, but yeah, go check it out. Either way, it was great. Yeah, Blackbeard most pirate character, and it is a pirate story at the end of the day. So Emu, Zoro's father, I don't know about that one. But yeah, it looks like I'm caught up with the questions here. I think I'm gonna wrap it up. Just about wrap it up here. Gonna turn that music off. But yeah, thank you all for showing up. We've had pretty consistently over 100 viewers, or at least 90 for a while here. For what was supposed to be a live reaction, but it's a little delayed. I will be going live again at 7:30. The chapter will be out at 2 p.m. EST, which at this point is about 3 hours. So that's when it will be dropping. You could check it out on Reddit. They usually put it up there. That's where I usually go to get the source. But 7:30 p.m. EST, I will be going live once again with my One Piece Chapter 991 live reaction. Thank you all for coming and joining the live stream and hanging out with me in the morning. It's been fun. Of course, if you're not part of the crew yet, be sure to subscribe, hit the bell, notification gang, all that type of stuff. Thank you all for a fun little stream. And I'll see you guys at 7:30, hopefully. Peace.